Welcome back to another episode of Girdiesgroupchat where it's
getting serious. But I need extra. Every time you gotta add extra.
I gotta put a little extra je ne sais quoi on it, you know.
How are you guys? A new week, a brand new day. How are you guys feeling?
I feel great.
I mean, what do y'all think about my new hair color?
We love it. Tell us the process. Tell us the process.
I think it's golden. She should tell the process because it was a lot of processing. Priscilla had to bleach my hair about 1,500 times.
For real?
Yes.
I can promise y'all it wasn't nowhere near 1,500, but Candy wanted to tell the hairstylist how to do a trick. You came to my house to get the hair done.
She wasn't even confident. I'm like, Priscilla, what you think?
The thing here is, I say
like,
A,
Lord Jesus.
Candy say B. I think you should let this. No, I'm ready to take this out right now. I'm ready to take this out right now.
It was burning?
My head was burning because I'm natural. I never dyed my hair before or bleach or whatever. This is the first time, so I'm like, damn, is this supposed to feel like? I felt like somebody was like holding my head tight.
Ain't like nothing you ain't used to.
I say that about a lot of things. I'm lying.
It was one. I always enjoy spending time with Candy because you already know it's nonstop laughter.
Yeah,
I'm funny.
And then when the kids is around, it's even more like
No, I love my nephews. It's just that.
Not her just putting my kids in there.
I love my nephews and Desire when they together, but it's just be like it be too much. Like
they just be excited to see each other.
Oh my gosh! First of all, her daughter and JJ be excited to see each other. Her daughter just be like, "Oh, is he there?" So
I don't know what's this thing. It's like Desire said, I only knew one person that's it. I don't know how you came and brought another one. That don't got nothing to do with me.
I ain't gonna hold you. I was wilding by having that second baby.
You saw the video when she was a.
It was a video of Izzy in the car seat crying, and
She
Desire was like,
JJ like,
What to do?
like on some get your mans.
yo.
Like,
But yeah, I guess that's what. But eventually they'll grow and get out of that.
they'll be where we at now.
Whatever phase it is.
We'll be looking at them like, wow, when we were we.
Yeah. Okay, well, since nobody asked me how my week went, my week went really good. Yesterday, I did a whole.
She was outside yesterday.
Yeah.
In
Were
the
you
club.
really?
Yeah.
Was she really?
Yes.
Yeah. I had to go to a cookout, and then after that cookout, I had to sit there for a
First
couple
of all,
seconds.
I don't
You
even
getting
care
drunk like
about
that
what
real bad.
Ashley does anymore since she turned her location off.
You started it because you turned it off the day
Once,
that we
listen.
came to visit. You
Priscilla,
turned it
you
off,
already
and
know
then
how
I turned
feel
it
about
off.
that. If
Yeah,
It
you
was
give
that
me
one time.
So yeah,
No,
that one
listen.
time,
Not to cut you off, Ashley, but if you give me your location
and
you
turn it off,
you're
I'm
done.
turning my off.
You're done after that. Like
First of all,
that's it.
You should turn it off right after. Ashley didn't do hers until a month and a half later.
because
So what's your excuse?
You're not gonna see me coming. You feel me? I'm gonna just slide up. I'm gonna be in there, like yeah.
Anyways,
Okay, so you
that
had
location back on
eventful. You had an eventful weekend.
Yes, I had an eventful weekend. I got to meet some people. I got to enjoy with old and new people. Honestly, this month, every weekend, it's like I'm booked and busy. Okay. Like I have something to do. So I'm really going to try to take more pictures and more videos so I can kind of like keep up. Because Candy's been like spitting them content
Literally,
out.
I just
So
be
I'm
there with a
trying.
bonnet, no lashes, no eyebrows, because I drew these on. I don't got no eyebrows. And just be talking my shit. Like, I feel like that's just that's me for real.
Yeah.
I'm not saying like I don't like to get dolled up, but sometimes
Yeah.
I don't be feeling like doing all of that to like post my content. I'm gonna just exactly what I'm feeling, what I'm thinking is exactly how I record.
Yeah.
Honestly, day by day.
I know.
There's nothing
I
saved.
wish I could be like y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm so camera shy. This is out of my comfort zone. Like seriously.
Wow.
You know I don't like nobody knowing that I'm silly in real life. I don't like nobody to know my personality in real life. So when I be seeing Candy post her content and I'm like, I got a lot to say and I want to say it as well. But I don't know. I just be like, soon the camera come on, it's like, golly gee.
Can I just say, you guys look so good.
Oh, thank
Do we really?
you.
Yes.
So do
You
you.
guys look,
Why thank you.
Our colors are definitely coloring.
you guys look really, really
I love
good.
orange on brown, caramel, chocolate skin. I just feel
Chocolate.
like a big ball of sunshine.
Yeah.
When did this start?
It's not even like that.
Yeah?
It's this.
Whatever. If I
Clock
do
it.
this, and you don't agree with me, you won't get punched in your face.
So this means
I'm playing.
I'm
playing. No, be like, yes, T. But anyway, let's not get all over the place. Talk about what we came here for.
Okay. What we come here for, Candy?
We're talking about 50-50.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's a topic that's been going on from years before us and now and after we're gone.
Right.
So 50-50, I'll start off by saying how I feel about it, and then of course you ladies could. And you guys too in the comments, tell us what you think about 50-50 or how you think your percentage should be. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not doing no 50-50 with no man.
And why is that?
Because if I'm doing 50-50 with my man that I'm sleeping with, cooking for, you my roommate. And then now I can't sleep with you or cook for you. And I'm old school, so what I know is that the man takes lead, and I'm supposed to be taking care of maybe of the smaller bills. You know, it could be 70, what is it? 70-30. Right? 70-30. Yeah, 70-30. So I gotta do the 30 and you do the 70.
You know what's so funny? It's the fact that last episode you was saying you remember when you
25,
were saying
25,
she said make sure you know your percentage.
Well, I'm counting 7, 8, 9, 10. I do the 30, you do the 70. That's how I feel like in my relationship. That's how it should be. Yeah.
So me, I don't have children, but you guys have children. How do you guys feel about 50-50 with also having children?
It's still going to be 70-30. Okay. Yes.
I was a stay-at-home mom for a good amount of years, as y'all know. Even though I did work, we never followed 50-50. He took care of the larger bills, like the mortgage, our car note, not car note, but like the car insurance, the major stuff. And then I did the smaller bill, the utilities, the groceries, stuff with the kids, the shopping, and it equaled out. So in a sense, it was like 50-50, but in reality,
it was a 70-30.
I wouldn't say 70-30. It still boiled down to 50-50 because even though the mortgage,
but not by choice.
That was always our technique. So in the beginning of the relationship, it was pretty much like we used to go, I don't want to say half and half. He used to pay the rent when we used to live in this house. He paid the rent, I paid the utility. That was kind of like our thing always. And then there was a point where he didn't have a job and I had to take over. So I would take over and he just fit in wherever he can fit in. But one thing about him, he knew how to make $1 out of 15 cents. So I pitched in where I was able to pitch in at, took over, and then vice versa, because they got to a point where I couldn't work and he took care of everything. But in the midst of him taking care of everything, I was home cooking, I was cleaning, I was catering to the kids. So I did everything, and I just tried to make, in my eyes, what I thought was easy for him because he was taking care of the household. But in reality, it's going to be 50-50. If you are a woman who wants to chip in. Now, there's some women who don't want to do nothing at all. And they just want the man to do everything.
I'm not saying I don't. But I want to save my money. And you spend your money.
So then my question is, though, if we say 50-50, you said that he took care of, like, mortgage and you took care of, like, utility bills. Obviously, there's, like, a big money differentiation between those two. So it's like, are we saying 50-50 as far as how many bills and we're splitting it in half? Or are we saying the amount that you're actually contributing? So what are we actually considering what 50-50
I would say 50-50 like a little bit of what you contribute. And then along with the finance. If I'm making 40, 50, 60,000 a year and he's making over 100,000 a year, I hope you don't think I'm paying for the mortgage.
And I hope you don't think we're doing 50-50. Because absolutely not.
No, like you got to know where your finances are. And then you sit down. Most people don't sit down and have these conversations. They just think, oh, well, I want a man that can pay for everything. Or I want a woman that can.
See, that's why before I always ask these questions, I ask the men, how do you run your household? Or do you do 50-50? Like, how is it? Like, what do you expect from a woman or your partner?
And what do you typically get?
And soon he say 50-50, Viola,
pew,
grabbing her bag and leaving.
Annalise Keaton.
That's how she walking.
No, because soon you talk some 50-50, I'm not no 50-50.
But here's the mental aspect of it. Men now are saying 50-50. Again, I grew up with a father who took care of whatever. But in our generation is different. So the mindset that a lot of men have now is, Women, we want equality. We want to feel heard. We want to feel seen. We want the same equal pay. Women are more masculine, and we want to be seen as equals. So men is like, you're trying to do our job. Why should I take
Who
care
trying
of
to do their job?
There's most women that have
yeah,
more masculine energy, and a lot of times they're single moms. So that's a role that they can't get out of. So the man is like, all right, boom. If you want to do all of these things and you expect, now we're going to go have. You can't expect for me to take care of these things, but then you want to triumph over that. So yeah, let's do 50-50 since you think you can do what I can do.
Well, if you're doing that just to prove a point, because the way how it's coming off is as if like he's trying to prove a point. I don't like that. I don't appreciate that. I don't get that.
I didn't say it. But that's how most men see it. And I can understand why they see it that way. But especially now with the females in our generation. I'm not going to speak for all of them because y'all already know I'm more traditional. But they see it in the sense of, I'm a woman, I could do whatever I want, and you got to do whatever I say. You got to cater to me. You got to do this. You got to do that. You got to do this. You got to do that. But not a lot of women are able to be a man's piece. So it's like, why am I giving you the world and you can't even give me a little piece of that? So it's like, why should I get up every morning, waking up 3, 4, 5 a.m., paying all the bills, taking care of your car, taking care of your family, taking care of our children, while you just sit there and I still come home and there's no peace? That's all that they want. So if I can't give peace, why am I giving you all of my energy? Because what happens is they start to build resentment towards you. Because now, since you're choosing to not give him anything while he's giving you a calm and you're bringing the storm to him, or even just giving him grief of working. If you're a woman that's high maintenance, oh, my hair need to be done, my nails need to be done, I gotta have the top this and I gotta have the top that. And if a man cares for you, he's going to want to provide that. But if you're not giving him a safe space, it is going to cause resentment. So that's why it's like, I'm not even about to go through all that. You take care of your half, I take care of my half, where they as a man want to feel secure. So in my professional opinion, I would say it's more for security for a man's standpoint, safety for themselves.
For 50-50.
For 50-50. I could be wrong. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong.
So what I've searched up or did a little bit of research, it looks like from people who are born between 1997 to 2012, those are the people that mainly want the 50-50. So the newer generation. I don't know if it's...
You said...
Is that like
you said
Gen Z?
19 what?
1997.
Hell no.
Yeah.
I'm born in the 90s. I want that. I don't want the 50-50. They lied.
No, 1997 to 2012.
The people that want 50-50.
Yes.
That's crazy because 50-50. I thought it would be a newer, like, this day. Well, no.
I would think so. That's considered newer, though.
No, I say no because you know why? Social media glamorize, I'm a stay-at-home, softcore area. I don't have to pay for anything. He pays for everything. I use his money.
Then that's not even 50-50. That's just you.
So yeah, no.
Being a
so that's
liability.
why I said okay.
Right,
so
right.
then now it makes sense.
I think the part about it is, now let's speak about mental health and as far as men. They constantly, it's always happy wife, happy life.
Absolutely.
Instead of it being happy spouse, happy house. I'm a big believer on you water me, I water you, we're going to grow together. But a lot of people, because I was born 96, so I'm in that in-between phase of, what's it called, millennium and Gen Z. Mental health is a big part, and men are always, they're the higher rate in suicide rates. So they're not able to, they want to feel heard. They want to feel loved. They want to feel appreciated. They want to feel that same way that we feel secured.
So are you trying to say like the whole mentality of like 50-50 is kind of like mentally draining for men to hear that?
It's extremely draining. I'm trying to tell you.
But
it is extremely
that's
draining.
ironic because if that's draining for them, that's mostly where we get the topic. That's who actually say that topic mostly. Like, so when we watch podcasts or videos, the people who are normally saying they want 50-50, from what I've seen, are typically black men. Younger black men. So I'm just kind of like,
but that's what I'm saying. So as far as them wanting the 50-50, men want to feel loved and appreciated just like how we do. Men want to be nurtured. All men want to be baby. They want to be pampered. They want to, yeah.
I mean, I get it, but
So
to an
it's like
extent.
they want that
To an
comfort and security
extent.
for themselves. Men don't know how to speak up for themselves. They have a hard time with expressing themselves
So
emotionally.
then we should not be getting in a relationship.
Speaking of, it is Mental Health Men's Month.
Is it really?
Yeah,
June.
men's-
I didn't know that they had
Shout
their own
outs to
special
all the
month.
men out there, the Black Kings, the White Kings, the Purple Kings, all of
Hispanic
y'all. We love
Kings.
y'all.
I don't want nobody purple.
You know what I mean? But yeah, go ahead.
Because I was a stay-at-home mom, I always view it differently because these are questions. And when you ask, so when they say, oh, I want 50-50, why do you want 50-50? What do you think the purpose of 50-50 will be for? How do you think 50-50 will benefit us?
What do you think those answers are normally like?
I feel like it depends on how they grew up.
But those are questions that should be asked. Like, what
That's
was
why I
the-
said I'll ask it.
Yeah, I'll say, what was the dynamic like in your household as a kid? Who was the major breadwinner? Did you live with both of your parents? If not, which one? What jobs did your father or mother have? Those things give you perspective on why they feel like that.
Yeah, if that's what you want, or you know.
Take notes, ladies. So if you know, sometimes I feel like when women go on dates, especially nowadays, they don't know how to form those type of questions, right? So I think that'd be a great way to ask. And I know it's tough, but then I think it's kind of easier to just say it without fear because you can kind of weave out the people who are not even in alignment with you.
First of all, women don't know how to take honesty.
We won't say all. We'll
Not
say
all
a
women,
good
but
amount.
let's just be
but-
honest. We cannot accept honesty. So even in the beginning, it's
Hold
an
on,
interview.
whose side are you on? Because this is giving me you
Yeah.
on the guy's side. I don't like this.
It's not that I'm on the guy's side. I have to always be open-minded and understand from both perspectives. I'm a
Right.
woman. So I'm always going to understand a woman's perspective.
Yeah.
But if you want to be with a man, you have to somewhat channel that. And I'm a woman who is a bit dominant. I'm a woman that have masculine energy because I was raised by a single mother who had to step up in those areas where the man could not. So I have to be able to make sure that I am not constantly living in that energy and be in my feminine energy and understand where my man is coming from.
You know, I have a question. Hopefully it's not completely off topic, but it's like considering the single mother aspect, right? It's like, from what I've seen, Black women or Black family, you know, were raised by, not all, obviously, but some of them that were raised by single mothers grow up to have that masculine tendencies, right? But it's like when we look at our Hispanic counterparts, some of those women, even if they were grown up with just their mother, they still exude that femininity. So it's like,
But I would
where
say
do we go lost?
I would have to add to say I feel like women keep that masculinity. I mean,
Masculinity.
Okay, because Black women as a whole, we get it. We get everything hard.
Yes.
Right.
So everything around us is hard. We have to keep it up.
Right,
Getting a job,
right.
taking care of the bills. Sometimes those the Hispanic families they get a lot of help more than us. We have to fight for a lot of things. So if anything, if we have to fight for everything, we're gonna come up with muscles every time. We're not gonna back down. So I feel like that's where it kind of like shows the reason why Hispanics can be a little bit feminine than Black women. We get it hard.
Yeah.
And speaking on
And there's
the
more
50-50,
unity in the Hispanic culture. I believe so. There's more unity. There's more tradition. There's more of everybody understands their role in it. Not to say that Black people don't, but I still feel like, I mean, this will go even deeper off topic. Black people don't know who they are, whereas Hispanic people do. Other cultures do know who they are. They make sure that they embed that in their mind every day when they grow up. But Black people are the ones who still seem to be lost. And we always will have that struggle until we really find out who we are deep down inside and where we're from. We have an advantage because we are Liberian. So we didn't just grow up just growing up on the street, everybody. No, we grew up understanding that we have a specific dialect. We have a specific tradition that we follow. You already know, as Liberian women, African women don't have a voice in our culture. The man does everything. So we understand that. But in a Black American type of upbringing, they're usually just winging it. They're just winging it.
But I think my thing is like, if we're just being free, right? It's like, at what point are they, I don't know if we can include ourselves since we said we're Africans, but it's like, at what point will they stop winging it? Like, at what point would they stop?
For women?
No, for black
The
people.
culture?
Yeah, for black people. You said that they normally
I think
just kind of
we're
wing it
trying
because
now.
we're
They'll start
lost.
winging it when they take initiative to educate themselves.
And then also, it's like always falling victim to your circumstances or whatever is going on will always keep you a step back. So I feel like, for how long are we going to say, like, you know, women, black women were always pushed down? It's the reality. Don't get me wrong, right? But it's like, if we maintain that mindset, then it's like everything we have to do is like we're doing it with so much force. And sometimes I feel like life, you know, is changing a little bit.
I feel like, sadly, that's what you need to do as a black woman.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm saying,
Yeah.
yes, we have to do that, but I feel like in certain circumstances, I don't feel like we have to always have that survival mindset, because we'll always be captive. Like, it will seem like we're always in a cage.
Having that survival mindset there's pros and there's cons to it.
Right.
So it all depends on the person or how they use it. But so you say you would do 50-50 in your home? Yes or no?
I mean, I don't want to say yes, but it boils down to it being 50-50, because I don't expect for my man to get up and make a baby bottle all day, every day. I don't expect for him to do laundry all day, every day. I know he's not going to make dinner.
So you're saying that it depends?
It really all just fits on your household. I cannot, it depends on that.
Ashley, what do you say?
I would say no, personally.
Will
The
you
place
do
that
the
I'm at right
70-30?
now, I'll probably do the 70-30, because I feel like as a woman, I may not pour into so many bills, but I am the person that is maintaining like our savings account and all those things. So when you do lack a job or when you do lack something, I'm able to put forth, or when we need vacation, I'm able to put forth. But I can't do that if we're just doing solely 50-50. Then it's like, I don't know, I'm not really feeding into those different aspects of what you want me to do. So I would rather the 70-30. And I kind of expect a guy that's like business oriented. And from what I know is like women, we kind of like see how money is flowing, you know, put things where they gotta be. So me personally, I would say 70-30 as of now.
So I would say, to bring that up, Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade. I'm sure you guys heard of the
They're 50-50.
Hold on. He was on this podcast. Gabrielle Union first was on this interview podcast, whatever, and she explained.
Okay.
So she said that in their home, they do 50-50.
Okay.
Okay? Now, after she said that, they was like, what? Y'all got money? Why y'all
But
doing
it works
50-50?
for them.
Whatever works for your household is what works.
So he went on, what's the guy name?
What does he do?
It's the other guy that got a podcast that got the glasses, the dark skinned guy. I forgot his name, whatever.
Shannon Sharp?
Yeah, Shannon Sharp.
Oh.
Dwayne Wade went on
take
his podcast, and I quote, the reason why that he agrees to 50-50 with him and Gabrielle is you not about to be taking all this time away from the family, building your wealth while I'm spending mine.
That's what he said.
That's what he said.
So he's basically saying that,
yes, 50-50, because you're not about to be taking, you're making your money and then I'm only spending mine. Well,
so
most of mine.
It's kind of like the mindset that I have as far as like, but then I don't think that's him using all of his money. Like, we'll still pay for stuff, but it's like, whatever I make, I'm still splitting it into whatever it is that we need to split it. So if we have children and
Regardless
they need
what you
trust
say, it
funds,
still sounds like 50-50
So
to
it's
me.
like, I just, no. So if you have that mindset as far as you feeling like you want me to go 50-50 with you because you don't want me to spend your money, then nigga, you're not for me. That's just how I feel.
If that's the mindset of it, then no bueno. But regardless, it's still 50-50 to me.
Okay, so if your partner makes more money, should it still be 50-50? Because you agree with 50-50.
The reason why, let me reiterate on the 50-50, is because his strengths is not going to be my strength. His strength will be my weakness, and my strengths will be his weakness. So like I said, before he paid the mortgage, he paid the higher bills. I took care of the other things pertaining to the house. it's still, when I looked at it and calculated the finances, it still equaled out to the same thing.
So then he need to add more bills to his.
But he was still taking
what is it? What is it? Clock
but
that.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying
clock
is
it.
anything pertaining to the children.
What?
Like their health insurance, that came from me. That came out of my check. The school, whatever I didn't have enough, he paid. So it wasn't like, you know what I mean? It wasn't like, oh, I had to figure it out on my own. Like, oh, can you help pay for the school fee this month? Because, or can you buy me this? And then on top of that, he was splurging on me. If I needed a new car, I got a new car. If I needed a new cell phone, got a new cell phone. If I need to go on a shopping spree, he gave me those perks along with it. So that's why I said in this sense, it's still 50-50 because he's going out and he's working. He's getting his hands dirty so my hands can look pretty.
So that's not really 50-50 because if you're saying you equaled everything out and it was exactly
I'm not talking
same,
about financially. I'm talking
Technicality.
about everything in the aspect of it. He's not going out picking the kids up to and from school. I am. I'm putting gas in the car.
So you're basically mingling duties of the home and bills.
And finances, yes, because that all pertains to a household.
Speaking of household, Cardi B also has something to say when it came to 50-50. She feels like, yes, there should be 50-50 because let's say you guys are trying to save up for a home and you're bringing in 30, he's bringing in 70. How fast do you guys think you're going to be able to move into that home if you think about it?
So I think that's a difference. Like,
I
if there's
feel like
a
that's
goal,
different.
If there's a goal that we're aiming towards, such as a house or a family vacation, then we can make those adjustments. But it's like if we're going into the relationship, no, my mindset is 70-30.
Because I know some people, when I say like they split everything down the middle to the point that when she go buy a case of chicken for $22, she's getting her money, her half of that money back. Like they're splitting.
Then so if they're doing it like
that's not even.
You need to run.
It works for her though.
That.
She's been married for all these years. She's an older lady. She's been married for all these years. That it works for them, and they split everything down the middle. Like a $5 is split, $8 is split.
Now let me ask y'all this: there was a young couple that I follow on Instagram, and the girl said that her and her husband use one income.
What do you mean?
So her and her husband are both married. She has a job. He has a job. But they only live off of his income. So whatever does not fit the budget of his income, they cut it out. And whatever she makes in her every 2 weeks goes automatically to savings. Automatically to savings. So it's as if they're living off of one person, but in reality is a 2-income household, but they're utilizing and capitalizing on the money that's being saved.
So he's okay with it?
Yes. He gives her, or from her check, she gets a little allowance from it that she takes. She says she didn't specify. And I thought about that and I said, I honestly like that idea. The reason why I like that idea is because, again, I know what it feels like to maintain a home with children and to be on the move. You want to make sure you have a rainy day fund. It's so easy to live beyond your means. It's so easy to live beyond your means. And a lot of times men play catch up. And they're working even harder because you're overspending on things that you don't need to overspend on. And especially when you're elevating, if you get a nicer place, a bigger house, or new cars, when you're elevating your finances and then your budget and your bills go up with it. So that's their way of holding each other accountable to not overspend and to make sure that they're living within their means. I like that idea. I love that.
But my thing is, if they're living on just his income, basically, and you just talked about men having it hard and it's too much, you're kind of counter.
No, because that was in their household. And they sit down, and she said that they have budget meetings, and he tells her, no, we can't do this. No, we can't do that.
And I don't like that because you're limiting me for whatever it is that I want. And what if it is that I want to contribute something for our family, but you're telling me because it's not in a certain budget then if it means that we have to go get another job or figure out like another type of occupation or then we need to make those adjustments. But it's like we didn't come this far in life if we were already talking about how single mothers are raised and they had to be capped out at a certain point because they have to survive and for themselves and for their children. You're not about to do that to me. If that's the case, then I'd rather just be by myself, to be honest. Like,
I mean, again, it works in their household. They say they have monthly or weekly budget meetings.
I like
monthly.
that aspect.
They both sit down and talk about, hey, I'm going to not get this so that you can get that. Or, they both talk about it. And that's the difference. If it works for them and they have good communication on it, then by all means, I don't see nothing wrong with that.
That's fine. Once again, if we're going towards a goal, I think that's really, really good, to be honest. I feel like once we're aiming for a goal and we actually
because they ended up buying a house, they wanted to buy a house, they wanted to do certain.
Now
so it worked
really
out for them.
So if it's goal, or I guess what we're saying is, some people agree with 50-50, some people don't. But if you're somebody that don't agree with 50-50, so long as you're working towards a goal, it's okay to do 50-50 to kind of get you quicker to your goal, essentially.
Right. So I'll end this to say I'm 70-30.
But don't settle. If you don't want 50-50 and the way and whatever it is that you do as far as your career and it doesn't work with you, don't try to limit yourself.
Okay, for me, 70-30, but always, of course, what works for you and your household, like if that aspect of just using his income to maneuver fine for you, or 50 breaking it down, splitting it in between to the dime works for you, by all means, go ahead. But for me,
and then there's some men who really
and
like
there's men out there that's okay with doing 70-30 and more. So and it's not like I'm not a hardworking girl. I am. I work hard for my money, of course. So it's not like I desperately need him to bring his share up. But I'm just saying, for me, I'm not doing that.
I'm happy that you clarified that, because a lot of people who see women say that they don't want to do 50-50. It will be like she doesn't work, she doesn't really come with income, and that's not the case. So it's just more so like I can leverage my money in other aspects that can contribute and benefit all of us, essentially. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, that's it for this episode of 50-50. Let us know how you feel about 50-50 as well. No judgment. Just be very free. Make sure you like,
comment, subscribe. Put your notification bell on,
so you're notified every time we post a video. Girdies Group Chat, out.
Bye.